Okay, in this video, we are going to look at how to create different sections in a Google form and how to go to specific sections based on the answer of your questions in your form. So for this example, I've set it up so that we've got 4 different sections. You can see that they're all split up here. The way you add a section is on the menu over on the right-hand side. You go to add a section. And what that does is that creates a separate section, and that section can have either videos or images or questions. So for the first section, I've got a question on photosynthesis. It's a multiple choice question. And what I did was under the options here, so to turn this into a form that goes to a different location based on the answer, what I did was I selected the discussion question, and then on the bottom right-hand corner, where the dots are, the 3 dots stacked on top of each other, select that, and then you select go to section based on answer. So once that's selected, you then get these options on the side of your answers, and from here you can choose what section to go to. So if you drop down these, you can see that it shows the different sections. So it really helps when you're creating these other sections to make sure that you name them something that makes sense, so that it's easy to see when you're looking at those different sections. So we can just go through and see, this one's called review question 1. We've got question 2 and then review question 2. So what I want is I want them to answer the question, then based on their response, if it's the wrong response, then they're taken to this slide right here where they see a video on photosynthesis. They can review that video, and then it then loops them back to this question where they have to try again. So we can see here that if they answer this one, it says go to section 2, review question 2. So if they answer this one, then that's the wrong answer, and they're taken to this section to review it. Now if they get the correct answer, which is oxygen gas right here, it says go to section 3. So then that would take them right to here, and it takes them to the next question. So they just move on to the next question in the quiz. And then we can see here that this also will take them to different slides based on their responses. So if they get it correct, then they're taken to this slide right here, which says they're done. But if they get the answer wrong, it takes them to this section, section 4 or 5, right here, and then they watch a video on that question. So to see what this looks like, once we've got it all set up, we go up here to preview. So you just see one section at a time as you're going through the quiz. So if we answer this one wrong, what we want to see happen is we want to see a video, and then we want, after watching that video, we want it to take us back here so we can try again. So we give the wrong answer, and you see it takes us to this video. We can then watch the video.
Photosynthesis. It is not some kind of abstract scientific thing.
And then once you're done with that, click the next button, and it takes you right back to the question again. So now you can put in the correct answer. And then it takes us to question 2. So if we get this answer wrong, then it takes us to a video. And we can watch that video and get the answer. And then it takes us back here again to where we can answer the question correctly. Then we're all done. Okay, so we've looked at how we set the different sections up. We use the menu over here on the right hand side, and we add a section. That'll give us these individual sections, and these individual sections can hold questions. They can also hold videos and images, but you can think of it as just a little encapsulated section of its own, and you can go to these different sections based on the responses people provide in your questions. And the way we activate that is in the questions, we click there over in the bottom right hand corner to the 3 stacked little dots, we select that, and we make sure to use the go to section based on answer. We make sure that that's selected, and that gives us the options over here on the right hand side to choose the sections that they'll go to based on if they choose that response. So if this response, then they go to this section. Another way you can navigate between the sections is on the very bottom of each section. You'll see that it says here after section 1, go to section, whichever one you select. So you can choose this drop down, and it also gives you all the different sections that you have, and you can choose which one you want to go to after they finish that section. So those are ways to move around through the different sections. You can either do it based on the responses in your quiz questions. You can go to the sections that way, or you can choose at the bottom of the section card and choose the different sections to go to. So that is a quick overview of how to use a branching of the quiz questions so that you can go to a specific section in your Google form based on the response in your quiz question. All right, in this video, we learned how to show questions based on an answer in a Google form. Make sure to check out our other videos in the series on using Google Forms.